Today my adventure begins right outside the town of Wagram, North Carolina. We're here today at this old abandoned penitentiary that was built back in the late 1920s. Should be a very interesting day today. Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Today is another abandoned place type of a vlog. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff, looking at some small towns, doing some beach stuff. But today, we got an abandoned prison camp to go look at. I'm inviting you to come along with me. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's the first building. Now I have no idea what these buildings, a lot of these places that we're looking at today, I'm not really sure what all these buildings were for. But this here looks like some kind of office area. I would imagine all the prisoners was probably, you know, in these little bunker places, or maybe there's some jail cells somewhere that we have run across. But I do want to give a shout out to another YouTuber by the name of Carolina Tony. This actually, his video of this place popped up on my feed a couple weeks ago. I just want to give him a shout out, man. I wouldn't have known about this place if it wasn't for him. And it was really cool. He did show some jail cells, I do know that. But check this place out. It's very interesting. You can see they do have some structural problems here. But from what I can tell online, this place was built in the late 1920s. And then they actually started putting it into use around the 1930s. And it stayed open all the way to about 2001, then they shut it down. And then back in maybe 2018, I just spoke to a local man when I got here on the property. He was actually looking for a couple of his dogs, and he owns the farm on the back side of this property. It's like a strawberry farm. And he told me a few years back, maybe 5-6 years ago, somebody bought this place and they had like animals here. And they would take maybe troubled teens and show them how, it was like a little farm almost within the confines of the fence here at the little prison camp. And they was like teaching them like responsibility, how to hopefully get their life as they're really young, they're teenagers, to get their life back on track and not go down the road of crime. So that was the last thing that this place was kind of used for. So I just wanted to give a quick little walk around here in this first building. I don't want to spend too much time in all these places, but because there is a lot of storms in the area today. It just came quite a big downpour. As you can see, the pavement is still damp in certain areas. But I have been, ever since I watched Carolina Tony's video, it really made me want to come and check this place out and do a quick little walk around, and that's what we're going to do today. So this is pretty awesome. You can see some old, animal stuff out here littered around the ground back when they did have animals. Here it does have like a graze look to it, the grass. It's not super bushy. Like really tall abandoned places normally have really tall grass, overgrown weeds and stuff like that. Some of these doors look to be locked, so we might not be able to go in everywhere. But wow, look at that in there, what that looks like. All that insulation up there. And there is an abundance of carpenter bees buzzing around here. As we're going to walk over here, I want to check this place out. Any of these windows with like that kind of bar look to it. It's not bars on the window, is it? Or is that metal? Wood. Oh yeah. Steel. Iron. Ooh, look at this place. So what this place was used for here in the great state of North Carolina was you would have your criminals, they would house them here, and then they would use these guys to build the roads throughout the state of North Carolina. And if I read correctly, that North Carolina had more of these little prison camps than any other state in the United States. More than any. They really believed in taking criminals, at least good behavior, not too violent criminals, and taking them out on these chain gangs and building the roads here in the state. Free labor, more or less. But that's what these penitentiaries were for. And I found that pretty interesting. And really and truthfully, when you think about it, I don't know if this is popular belief or not, but maybe they ought to do that again. Save us taxpayers a little bit of money. I mean, you know, ain't that cool? Yeah, this is wild. A little bit different than what I thought it was going to look. I mean, I watched Caroline and Tony's video, but when you're here in person, you know how it is. That's why I love to go and see places with my own eyes. But this must have been an area they used a lot. They kept the animals because there's all kinds of defecation, you know, sporadically around. Oh man, check that out. Whew. Look at all these prison cells. That looks like a shower in there. Maybe. A lot of echo going on. Right there's your cot where they would lock people up. Look at that. Whoa. That is awesome. So this is what it's like. Not very much room in here. It's kind of cramped. But you do have some room. You can, you know, stretch your hands out. I got my camera, but you can pretty much touch both sides. So this is Scotland County, Scotland Correctional Center Segregation Status Report. That is wild. I mean, that's some original stuff right there. All right. Head back over here this way and check out what we can see. All right, so I actually walked down here a little bit, and the other hallway, it looks just like this one. So they got jail cells on both sides. And I know the gentleman that I was talking to earlier when I first arrived here that owned some property. He told me that for a small period of time, the military, I think it was the military, he said, they came here and they would use this property also to practice raids. So he said you might see some damage here and there, and that's just from where they used to practice their raids and stuff like that. So, and breaching, things like that. So this is another, we just went through these over here where all the jails were. Now I'm just going to kind of walk through this backside area. We have another guard tower right here on this corner, and they have another house right over there, but I don't really know what that house is at all. I mean, it looks like it's definitely a part of the property, but don't really know what that had to, is that like maybe where the warden lived or something? I'm not really sure. Now this right here looks like another area for, you know, people working, more offices. They have a bunch of cabinets and stuff over here. So you can see here, there's a lot of lumber, that's for sure. But I think animals pretty much roam this whole place because you really got to watch. Right there's a bathroom. We have a urinal and a toilet. And there's another toilet. I hear the rain. The rain is raining again. That is not good for me. I wonder why. I guess this is just a air conditioning unit right here. Okay. When I first seen it from a distance, it looked like a window of sorts, you know, but it was definitely probably an air conditioning unit of some type right there. All right, let's move on to another spot. So it's peppering down, so I'm walking right down through here. Earlier was in the jail area over here, and I just want to duck into this spot. Now I know this is a very big, almost like a garage type of place. And it has this big bay door right here. I wonder maybe if they would keep maybe some of their lawn equipment, like to take care of the grounds, tractors or lawnmowers. I wonder if they would park them in here at one point in time. It's just a regular concrete floor. That's why that kind of made me think that way. But they do have several bathrooms. And check out these old chairs. These things look super dated. They're probably all original from back in the day. I mean, that just screams like 1970s, 60s. And oh my God, I love this chair right here. This is freaking awesome. It's got the palm trees on it. Look at the woodwork. That is pretty cool. A lot of detail. Man, somebody could grab that thing and clean it up. Maybe get a pretty penny for it. Who knows? It's wild. 1 minute it's raining. The next minute is just bright enough to where I wish I had my sunglasses. But I made my way out here now on the basketball court. That is pretty cool. They still got the goals up. Looks like Shaquille O'Neal came out here and played a little ball. He or somebody like Shaq. It's definitely destroyed. Somebody jumped up there and hung on it. Used to love watching Shaquille O'Neal play basketball, especially back when he first came in the league and he was playing for the Orlando Magic. He broke, I think in his rookie year, he broke 2 goals in the NBA that year. They had to kind of redesign how they built their basketball rims and stuff. All right, so right over here is the jail area. I've come back. We looked in here. There's not a lot going on in there, but I do want to kind of walk back here and look at this little brick building and go take a little bit closer look at the guard tower back here in this corner. Let's just peek in here real quick. Just a second. Yeah. Check this out. Now this is really, really interesting. We got some, it's like drink lemon, drink fruit punch, grape, orange, grape jelly. I wonder what the heck this used to be. I wish I knew. Right here's the door. Completely, that ain't working anymore. Oh, so this must have been like a area where they just kept foods and drinks and stuff, because right here it's like, it says turnip greens, collard greens. That's some country cooking. That's like grandma's house. We got carrots, squash. They got mixed vegetables right there. Lima beans. There's some tomatoes, some beets, kidney beans, green beans. And then back here we have some fruits. They got their apples, canned apples, pears. Pretty cool, man. These little carpenter bees are everywhere. They are loving this place. And you gotta keep your eyes peeled for all the duty around this place. The duty prison. Now, what do you think this is? Because this has a like a little chimney on the very top of it. I know there's somebody watching, they know exactly what it is, but I don't. Maybe some kind of, what would that be? A hot water heater? Maybe? Whatever it is, that thing is monstrous. Working my way around this place is almost like a maze. Everything is fenced in, you know. I thought I was just going to walk down through here and come around to the guard tower, but it doesn't work that way. You got to remember, this is a prison. They didn't want prisoners to be able to walk up inside the guard tower. So the guards, you know, they had to be protected too. So let's see if we can walk right through here. And it doesn't look like it. So there will be no entrance to the guard tower, unfortunately. That's a bummer. I really wanted to go up there and check that out and see if there was any relics left behind, kind of hidden away. All right, now I've made my way back out here. The sun's back out. It is super humid and hot now. Just that quick. Looks like the rain is done for today, but I'm glad to have done a little walk around here at the old prison camp. It's not every day you get an opportunity to go inside an old abandoned prison camp as this one. And this was really a neat, interesting day. Very cool outing. My gosh, that razor wire is something else to see up close and in person. It really is. That stuff right there would just tear somebody's hide up. If I can get over here and get a little bit closer to it. But yeah, look at that. All the way around. And boy, they was good too, man. They put that stuff kind of on the inside where you would have to climb over that to get out. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's abandoned location here just outside of Wagram, North Carolina. Till next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. And this was a good one today. Had a good time. See y'all around. Y'all stay safe. Hope to see you all again soon.